This is the Dame Dash Show. Get ready to be inspired, entertained, and energized by the entrepreneur who introduced the world to Jay-Z, Kanye West, and fashion designer Rachel Roy. These days, you can find Dame hustling movies, music, art, and more. The Dame Dash Show starts now.
Mogul, Tycoon, Dame Dash, y'all. Yeah. Without further ado, Dame Dash.
Woo, we caught it that time. All right, okay. What's up, Joshua?
What's poppin', man?
Everything good. You know, we on the LA West Coast things.
Yeah.
On the West Coast side of things. It's the second show of the second season. I got my man Boosie all the way from, he's from Raleigh, where you're from Durham.
You from Raleigh, Boosie, or you from?
Well, he's from Harlem, but he's,
He spent a lot of time in Durham, though.
Yeah, a lot of time.
I don't know.
He had a studio right there in the Bull, right? Yeah.
Downtown Bull City.
What is the competition between Raleigh and Durham? What is that?
It's just two very different cities. It's almost like, you know.
Every city's different.
Well, we talk just culturally they're so different. So it's like
Every city's culturally different. Why do y'all have a problem? Because you're so close?
we don't really have a rivalry.
There's definitely a
we just don't
rivalry.
want to be called Raleigh, and they don't want to be called Durham. That's all.
It's
like
not a
Brooklyn and Queens.
rivalry thing. It's that Raleigh will tell you quick, don't go to Durham. If you
Yeah.
must move down here, don't go to Durham.
Why?
They say Durham is crazy.
Durham is crazy?
a dangerous
They
city,
call
yeah.
Durham baby Brooklyn.
Durham?
Yeah, baby Brooklyn.
I was out in Durham chilling. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It felt like it was,
Well,
It's cool.
you know,
it seemed very metropolitan.
It's the past 5 years has been gentrified quite a bit.
Yeah, it's
Over
dangerous
Raleigh?
just like everywhere else, but
Right.
you know,
When you think Durham, you don't think bow ties and
nah. You think red ties.
red ties. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay, I hear that. So I got my man Bootsy here, and he's actually the person that brought me to Riley, along with Jay Black. But and he also is the person that introduced me to Joshua Guns.
No doubt.
So, you know, I was actually like, look, I need to find an artist that has their own live band that understands the concept of merch.
Yeah, I went out seeking, searching, and you know, I had a good friend, my boy Henny, my boy Respect the Shooter, which you know of, and
Oh, that's how the whole connect happened?
That's how it happened. They
Respect-
gave me a
he went
call.
he went around the world with them.
yeah.
Oh,
They gave
so-
me a call, said, yo, you with Dame, man, I think I got something good for Dame. You've been saying Dame want to get an artist that worked with a band, and introduced me to Jay. We went and had a meeting, sat down, and I told him what I can do, and then I brought him to you, and the rest is history. We in LA now, baby.
That's good money.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, Big Boosie.
Yeah,
And
you
for
already
all
know.
those that are just tuning in to the Dame Dash Show for the first time, this is a show for information, no bubblegum stuff. And we only talk about things that will future and evolve the culture. And a lot of time I try to cater to the millennial, have that direct-to-consumer relationship. So hopefully when you tune in to the Dame Dash Show, you kind of get to understand business at least the way I do it. And while I'm going through business, I'll always let everyone and share my experience so they know the ups and the downs that come with being an entrepreneur. A lot of what we've been doing is figuring out how to, because I'm not trying to monetize music so much, but
Right.
you guys have a passion for it.
And we getting ready to take it to the top. And we're gonna make sure that Dame Dash name still be on top with music, and you ain't even thinking about music.
That's good money. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not one that wants to monetize music anymore. I only really do it as I'm inspired.
Right.
And I do it to kind of like have catalogs so I can put it in my movies.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
No
it's
doubt.
just hard to make money off of somebody else. You know, I've made it off other people, and all that's happened is resentment.
Especially the way it's changed now. You only make money off shows. It's not how when y'all was killing the game. Y'all was making money off album sales and
Yeah.
record sales. So I understand.
It's when you get signed, you know, they always keep you in debt. Corporate, they give you an advance, so you're always like working off some
Right.
bread.
Right.
So as soon as you work that off, they give you more bread to work off, and then
Right.
when you don't work it off anymore, they cut your deal and they just write it off.
Yeah, it's a college loan basically.
Yeah, basically, somewhat. You know, you're always somewhat in debt. You know,
Right.
and you got to pay it back in bulk.
Right,
And
right.
They take it right off the record sale.
Right.
And all that. In your career, do you aspire to get signed on any level to a record company?
I think throughout my life that was always my dream. You know what I'm saying? The short time that I've known you, you've taught me that independence is really a model that can work.
Right.
You know, all the indie artists that I know back home, because it's such a small area, they're broke. You know what I mean?
Right,
and I
right.
definitely didn't want to be broke.
See, this is what usually happens, right? You're an independent because you don't have a choice, and then you work so hard and you get to a place where you don't need the record company, that's when they come calling.
Right.
So once you get 1,000 people into a venue, but an artist like you that already has 1,000 people when you perform in your backyard and have the ability to hit the road and book your own shows, you know.
That's not easy.
I think at that point you don't need a major unless they're going to give you a super duper big check that you're going to be able to invest in evolving your career.
Right.
But other than that, you know, I don't think traditional radio, and because there's an internet and you don't have to worry about paying for like 250 racks to 300,000 for a music video to battle for that real estate on MTV or like BET. You know, I don't really see the need for it. You know what I'm saying?
I knew it changed when you don't have to actually press up flyers and posters and post them everywhere. Now you just make a flyer, email blast it, and hit all.
A physical
resources.
flyer is old school.
So
I mean, how do you promote your shows?
I do social media, obviously. I do email. You know, I have a pretty big email list that we put together. So
How big's the poll? How big's your email list?
we got over 4,000 people on my email list now. So
All from Durham?
From the area, yeah, North
Wow.
Carolina.
Or Riley? You know,
Raleigh,
is
Durham,
someone from
Wilmington, Chapel Hill.
Riley allowed to like a Durham artist?
Yeah, of course. Riley showed me mad love.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
so we use those methods, and we actually do press up physical flyers too.
So next segment's gonna be Wifey for Lifey, Raquel Horn,
No doubt.
and at some
Sis.
point, are you guys gonna perform a new record or?
We got a new record today, yeah.
And all right, well, take us out. Pause with your band.
Let's rock, fellas.
You know, and we'll be back with Wifey for Lifey.
I'm calling out to all my ladies in the sunny L. That's the LA and I roll it like I roll a L. Roll the block and see everybody the mad 12s. I'm talking dimes and 12s. I do it so.
There's too much competition out here. We can't get no money. And the young dudes get raggedy.
You were talking to me about honor. There is no honor. You gotta save your own self.
And I know if she had me back again.
We don't do this for our first name. We do this for our last name. Honor? You ain't come home to blocks. You came home to acres, nigga. Honor? 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 Go, nigga, honor!
She just keep telling me things I don't wanna hear. She just keep telling me things I don't wanna hear. She just keep telling me things I don't wanna hear. She just keep telling me things I don't wanna hear. She told me that she loved me.